Hi, I'm Ultraviolet. Welcome to
Hi everyone, welcome to Strong Fire Tarot. My name is UV, short for Ultraviolet, the light that can see in the darkness. And today we're going to be doing a reading for Cancer Collective. So you don't necessarily have to be a Cancer sun sign to resonate with this reading. You just see how its magnetic push and pull may be affecting you. And if you don't resonate, just take the wisdom that serves. The rest, leave it. You have your own intuition that you have to honor because you have your own destination to reach. I know nothing. I'm just here to serve what I can. So let's begin. If you want more information on my private readings, watch till the end, or all the information is in the description box below. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, your subscribes, the positivity, the support, all of that. You guys are awesome. So the vision. Yesterday I didn't post, and I was in a weird energy, so we definitely got spiritually attacked. Those that are on the righteous path. Even those that are not maybe got attacked also. There was a war for sure. There's a lot of wind outside, so I just feel like there's a big spiritual war out there going on. And the good versus evil. And also the full moon in Virgo. Look, it's glitching. I don't know why it keeps doing that. The full moon in Virgo rises up the subconscious fears, so it makes you behave a certain way that you're not too proud of, go back to old patterns, revisit old behaviors, old people. So the vision was me living in my old apartment and dealing with people from the past, my neighbors, and a boy that it didn't work with, and he was nice, we were good friends, but he couldn't communicate clearly, he didn't know what he wanted, so I had to move on. So it's like maybe the subconscious fear here is to still be attached to things that we thought that were completely over, right? And this person now was like proving his love for me, but it's like now they wanna, now they're reconsidering what could have been with you or something like that. So be careful that the past might resurface. Maybe that's the subconscious fear. It's like, no, I already healed from all of this. I don't need them back, You want nothing to do with your old self or people that you dealt with when you were your old self, because you're so proud of the work you have done till now. And you have to stay focused. So last night, actually during the day I had a reading, and we were talking about how she fears sleep paralysis and all of that, and I'm like, you have to allow it, they're never gonna hurt you, these spirits. And she told me her fear, and I had to live sleep paralysis, and I had these evil entities show up trying to kill me. And there was like this little alarm thingy, a timer, those that the hairdressers use, and I'm like, okay, I gotta move now, I gotta go in. They're like, not yet, They had a certain amount of time to try to scare me and bring me to a low vibration. But I was praying all along in my during my lucid dream, and I knew that this is gonna be temporarily. But I was a bit frustrated, not frustrated, but like, why am I still dealing with this? I was over this. But it's because yesterday I didn't cleanse my space. So it's like we have to be consistent. I didn't record, I didn't post. I was eating late at night, and I was watching a lot of TV. So I fell back, right? And your spirit guides are like, you can't fall back. We're doing so much work. You can't go back to old patterns. It's like you're relapsing or something, and they want to scare you back into behaving the way you were doing, right? And that's the full moon in Virgo. That's bringing up subconscious fears about, like, you see why you can't go back to those behaviors. Look what happens, in your dreams and everything. So then I was lucid dreaming again, and I was on the floaty, and I was trying to save people that I care about, but by trying to save them, I fell into the water and I started drowning. So we can't save anyone. We have to save ourselves. We have to do what's right for us, and we have to honor the path that we're on, and not allow anybody else's behavior to influence our own, because it's so easy to fall back, right? And you see how hard it is to stay on the righteous path. Everybody else is not doing it's a sinful world, and when you're not sinning, you're the weird one, right? You're the one in the party that doesn't drink. You're the one in the party that doesn't have sex with nobody, So you're the one that they criticize. Oh, you're boring, you're this. Like, okay, because I respect myself now, and I want better for me, and I'm seeing results by treating myself more respectfully, and I want to continue on this path because it's so rewarding. The other path led to destruction, pain, suffering, and I'm done with that. So you have to honor that. So Cancer is about almost like the purging old people with old patterns, old behaviors, old mentalities, old addictions, old hurts. You're done. We're done. And because we're doing so good and we want to stay on this track, you know. So let's see what's going on here. Why is this happening? First, I'm going to take this. So I hope y'all are well. It's a bit challenging, this energy, because it's like, no, I'm not going to be dragged. It's like that movie, Drag Me to Hell, you know, like you feel like the pull. It's like, no, I can't go back there. I'm done with that. I overcame that already years ago, so why revisit? I'm done. Doing so well, right? So, yeah, it's focus, right? You weren't taking forward. You weren't making any positive decision lately, so they're like, you have to keep going and fast. You can't lose focus. You can't just take a break. You know, you're going back to the darkness. You have to rise. You have to keep going. Fly, free yourself from the darkness, because the darkness is like, oh my God, they're really praying every day. They're doing it, you know, and they're like, no, we can't. They want to stop your connection with God or something. These hyenas, you know, but it's like you're not allowing them in anymore. So now it's all spiritual. All they can do to you, because they're blocked. And you're a unicorn, and you're like, I don't deal with hyenas, I'm a unicorn. You have to protect your egg. They're like, no, I don't want them to get that egg. So all you can do is pray, I guess. No, all they can do is send attacks spiritually. That's all they can do. They have no access to you. But you're still protected. You're still protected. I see the snake twice here. And the snake is very symbolic. If you watch the last reading I post, you're Lilith, you're the forbidden fruit, you're the sacred tree. Whatever they do to you maliciously, it's a curse. Like, they can't take from you, because you're Gabriel, and you're the daughter of God. You're a man of God or a woman of God, and you're here to show people that are under judgment because they're sinning. Like, you're gonna show up, and whatever they decide, how they decide to behave, this determines their curse, their judgment. And you see everything, you know everything. You're like, oh, okay, well, they're doing that again. Or like, there's not much you can do. God sees all, you see all. You're so clear, and it's like, oh, there you go. Not behaving. You see the hyena. You're not surprised by their behavior when you deal with these connections that you're led to. They're very powerful connections at first, because God is leading you to that magnetically. Like, this is your next mission, right? So you feel like it's love. It's not love. Don't romanticize these magnetic pulls towards people that you have missions with when you're a Lilith, you know. You're sent to these people that are without convictions to test them, to see whether or not they're vain, they're greedy, they're selfish. So you can't disconnect from source. You have to go like, okay, what are caterpillars doing? So he sends a butterfly to a caterpillar, making you look weird and everything, and how they treat the caterpillar determines whether or not they're allowed to become butterflies. So it's like, oh, look at them, like they think they're the shit because they're butterflies, whatever, but they don't know that they could be butterflies too, right? So they're judging something that they could potentially be. So you threaten them by being greater, when you're just like you're just the future, right? You're showing them their future, like what they could potentially be. And if they judge you without merit, or they don't treat you right because you look different, well, they don't make it to butterfly status. They stay caterpillars, and they hang around caterpillars. There's more caterpillars around caterpillars than butterflies around butterflies, because there's way more karmic people than divine ones, for sure. It's only very few that make it after the cocoon, right? Because not very few go hermit mode. Not everyone is capable of doing the solitary works that it takes to receive the messages from the divine that tells you, okay, this is going to be a hard transition when you're in the cocoon, but it's worth it. And so don't take shit personally when you're sent on missions, for sure. So the hummingbird, I need to read it. Yeah, your colors are a threat, right? Because you show up in the dark world. You're sent to people that are great in the gray areas. And you show up with minimum colors first, because God is not going to show your true colors. But then they find out that they actually mess with someone that had all the color spectrum. And there's this force that does not allow them near you anymore, because they failed the test. So whoever's sending you spiritual attacks here, right? Rayos, these what do you call these things? These lightning? Yeah, they're trying to shock you, right? They're trying to hurt you. Because of your connection to source and your strength. and your psychism. First, they judge you for having minimum because you like, oh, look at them, they think they're the shit, but they don't have much. But then God shows them that you have everything, and then you have this force that repels them off of you. They can't even get near you. That light is just too blinding, so they're annoyed by it. Your light is just annoying to people that didn't pass, to the caterpillars that are not going to transform into butterflies because they failed. They got possessed by spirit of envy, spirit of jealousy, spirit of stress, anxiety, spirit of comparison. Like, you're not supposed to compare yourself to people, because everyone's a reflection of what you could potentially be. So by judging something that's beautiful because you're not there yet, well, you're just confirming to God that you don't deserve to get there ever. So don't do that. Embrace all, reject none. So hummingbird. I can't think. Yeah, okay. I want to see what it says. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. That's who you are. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar. It returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. So when in balance, you're smart, curious, and loves to learn. When out of balance, you're pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, you have to take a class. So don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop evolving. Become the best at what you do. You know, and here it's like the source, right? You're always connected to source. That's why you always feel good. And people love to convince you that you can't feel good every day. You're grounded, you're connected to source, you know who you are, you share your light, you share your truth, you ascended already. So yes, it's possible to always be thankful, always be grateful. But when you're spiritually attacked, it feels like a rainy day. You're like, what's going on here? It's heavy, this energy. It's because it's an entity trying to lead you back to old behaviors, old patterns, so the butterfly doesn't explore more, right? You're so free. And it's like, no, they don't deserve to be that free. Yes, you deserve to be that free. You did the work. You see, they didn't. They're not free. This is the freedom card. They're not free. You're free. You have the wings, right? They have the weight of their curse, their karma, for judging a butterfly when all along they were a butterfly too. It's just a matter of time. But now they will make it. Yeah, shark here, I see. So because they preyed on those that were trying to better themselves. They were trying to, like, hey, behave like me, the shark, you know, like, no, I don't want to be a shark. I love love. I love loving everyone. I don't want to talk shit about nobody. I don't want to eat bad. I don't want to drink. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to behave karmically ever again. Is that okay? Right? It's almost like you're being punished for trying to do better for yourself. This is the full moon in Virgo. It's like they want to... It's like fear that you don't belong because it feels lonely. Like, okay, but nobody's behaving like me, so I'm the one that, like, feels like left out. And it's like, no, it's just a matter of time until you find your tribe. It's just like you just got out of the cocoon. You're like, hey, where are the other butterflies? You'll find them. You always magnetize each other, but first you have to get out of the cocoon, right? So allow the process. So let's see here what's going on. What are people feeling about you? Yeah, scared, fear, I said. Subconscious fear that are rising, right? So anything, any weakness that you have, they will use against you. Other people's spirits, right? So if they can't hurt you physically because they have no access to you, they send evil spirits with fear, right? So what are you scared of? They're like, maybe they feel alone, right? Maybe they feel like they don't belong. Maybe they feel like they don't have a voice, right? So they're going to trigger those parts of you. They're going to try to trigger those parts of you. Like, you can't fly with those wings. You don't know how to use them. You know, you can't sing, like, anything to not make you expand this light, right? Because it's already on, and they're like, the pressures, the darkness against the light. It's like you have to be consistent every day, improve this skill, learn more, do more, put out more. Like, you have to do more than the darkness because the pressures are becoming harder. And you, positive, right? But curious in reverse, it's like you're not really putting attention on others. you're positive. Look, the fingers here. Look how they feel. They're annoyed looking over here. Look at this card. It felt like this, right? You see it here, and I'm here. So this one's looking over here at this one being positive and not caring about what others are up to. You're not looking at others' behavior. You don't give a shit. Look, you're pointing at yourself. You're like, no, me, I'm happy, and I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and I'm not interested in annoyed, scared behavior, in fear-based behavior, right? You're like, I like my peace, right? Because calm is here. Calm is here. You're like, I like my confidence, I like my peace, and it's all like, me? I'm positive, I'm confident, I'm peaceful. And here, they're annoyed and scared that you're feeling so great. And you don't give a shit about others. You're like, man, no, I don't need to focus on what others are up to. I'm so busy being thankful for what I'm receiving, right? So that's what they're triggered by. It's like they're not important. So I'm not important anymore. They're annoyed, right? These people that I dreamt of from the past, because you don't care what they're up to. You're like, it's none of my business. 17. It's none of my business. You're like, it's none of my business. It's all about me now. My peace is worth everything now, and I'm confident about my direction. No need to feel upset. But they're upset that you're not stoppable, that you already ascended. The ascension process already happened. So now it's just a matter of a season that the butterflies, people are going to notice them. Right? It's like, okay, well, now it's just a matter of time. In the spring, the butterfly will come out of its cocoon. And the communication, they're like, fuck, if they say what they believe in, it's done. You become a hummingbird. You're not stoppable. You're like too fast. It's like, okay, fuck it. They give up, right? Now they're going to be embarrassed because they're going to see the positive results. That comes from not focusing on other people, what they're doing, what the caterpillars are doing. You don't give a shit if the caterpillar is in the cocoon or not. You're like, I'm in the cocoon. That's all that matters. And I found peace in my cocoon. So I have the buffalo here. Yeah, you're so proud of yourself. You're like, wow, I come a long way. Like, because I dreamt of the past, and I'm like, I don't even want to be here anymore. Like, why am I here with this guy? Like, a random person from my old hood. Like, okay, why are you in my dreams? It's because these people now, they're like, maybe I disregarded something beautiful here, something potentially great. Like, oh, maybe I turned down, like, your rejection was your protection. You were sent there on a mission with these people, and they fell. They didn't see your worth because you showed up with 2 colors. You're like, nah, I had all the colors all along. It's like, you just didn't know about my connection to source and my status of divinity, the purple, my royalty status in the spirit realm. So the buffalo, I want to see what it says a bit, because I know it's the psychic, the one that connects to God. Sorry, but is it? Yeah, okay. You see, they don't want me to tell you the buffalo. I always say they like, okay, it's buffalo. Okay, I'll find it. Give me 2 minutes. But what's the joke? My guess. Seriously? Why not? It is. That's so weird, guys. I am in the earth category and I can't find the buffalo. Oh, here it is. Grounded yet heavenly, right? Because they don't want you to know how angelic you are and how much angelic thankful on the floor. They don't want you to be thankful for what's coming. It's on the floor. It's like, you're something else here. Grounded yet heavenly. Practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rises towards heaven. You have a direct connection to heaven. Direct connection to heaven, and they can sense it, and it scares and annoys the shit out of them. It's blue. Over there, it's like, let me see, they show up like all innocent, right? But on the inside, they don't wish, they don't pray for you to like reach that goal, right? They're nothing. They're gonna say it. They're gonna go like, oh, I wish you the best. But in the spirit realm, they're actually doing the opposite. They're sending you entities so you don't reach the highest status. It's actually fucking sad and jealous. So the buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time And may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. You know, life is too precious to waste time being curious about meaningless things, meaningless behaviors, meaningless patterns. You're like, I don't care about what I already overcame. Why are you making me dream of things that I overcame? Why are you making me think about something I already overcame? It's like those are spiritual attacks from people that are annoyed by your potential, your confidence, your positivity, and your peace. You did the work, whoever you are. Let me see. Dark matter. I told you they're sending. They don't want you to know that they're sending spiritual attacks. They don't even know they're doing it. Don't say nothing, I guess. Silence. I saw. It's about to be revealed, because silence in reverse. It's going to be revealed who's doing this to you. Because you have this speed. Like, once you come out of the cocoon, forget it. You're going to be a butterfly, but with the speed of a hummingbird. Like, you don't have, like, you can get anywhere, anytime. Heavenly. Yeah, but heaven is not allowing it. They're like, yeah, nice try, though. Because there was a timer. I'm like, okay, because the entity was really evil looking. And it tried to kill me. And I'm like, whoa, these people want me dead. Like, they don't want nobody else to have me. Like, almost like, if I can't have you, no one will. Like, okay, seriously? Like, get over it. At this point, if it's not them, it's like people they're connected to, that they're envious at their connection with you. You're like, fuck, I'm connected to God and my angels here. Like, stop. Like, you're not curious about them. They're annoyed by that they're irrelevant. You're making them so irrelevant. And they're making you like darkness. The moon. I told you, the moon revealed what was done in the darkness. And you know who it was. And it's like, seriously, you, 7, the spiritual realm revealed to you who's doing this to you. And you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll accept it, but you're going to grow, and that's it. And look, it's still, like, alone. You're like, man, I'm going to connect to my God, my angels, and I'm going to focus on my tree, and eventually I'll find my butterfly tribe. And I saw, like, the rainbow here. I don't know if you saw it here. There was, like, a line of it. Anyway. But I just saw, like, divine protection. It doesn't matter what they do to you from the darkness, right? The dark world. You're like, I'm in heaven no matter if it's the darkness. So in my lucid dream, when it was trying to kill me, I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And they're like, not yet. I'm like, seriously? Like, let me out of here. Like, and it was just a matter of time. But I knew I was with God. I knew I was with my angels. I'm like, oh, just get me out of here, please. Like, because I'm like, again, they're still doing this to me. One day I don't sage. Like, oh, look, there's an opening. They come. The hellfires, the bushfires come. When you disconnect. The second you disconnect from God and you don't pray ritually, daily, every second of the day, your connection has to be intact. You see the rainbow to God, and now you see it. Okay, so the rainbow there that I'm seeing, it's like, if your connection is not intact, they can't protect you, so you return to hell. The bushfires. So hell, this is hell and heaven, because this is heaven and this is hell to me. So your connection, it's like you have to stay connected. Because at this point, you'll be magnetized towards the darkness if you're 7, your faith is not strong. Right now, you need it as strong as ever, because there's like openings. Any little crack, like they see a crack in the door, they're like, okay, let's go in now, because you're so close to something great. You're so close. So anyone, it could be anyone. Look, growth, right? Your plants are gonna grow. Your connection, this is the buffalo, right? Well, it looks like a buffalo. But let's say it's a buffalo, right? Your connections, I keep saying right, I don't know since when I started doing that, but your connection to source is guaranteeing fruits on your tree and light, right? So the rainbows. So growth guaranteed, because you're so grounded and you're so connected to the angelic realm and source. That's where the hummingbird recharges every day, right? You have to recharge every day, because any opening, misconnection, that's it. Hellfire. Go back to hell. And 10, that they don't want the completion for you. That's so sad. 44, master number in reverse. They're like, okay, the day they don't pray, they sabotage everything they created, so they won't receive it in the spring. So right now, it's not the time to fuck around with your blessings. So it's like, okay, if it's negative, it's out. I don't care who they are anymore. It's like, I don't care about the labels. I don't care. It's like, it's either they are butterflies and they're behaving like butterflies that are like, they speak words of peace, words of confidence, words of positivity. They don't talk about nobody else but themselves and their future and the things they love and appreciate, right? Anything else, dark matters, it's like, close your eyes to that. You don't want to see anything dark. It's not the time because you're sensitive right now, and a little bit of darkness can sabotage your fruits. Let's do some tarot. Yeah, you have to, like, don't you dare take my hard work, right? 4-4. I said 44. 44 is you have to manifest whatever, because now you're like a powerful alchemist. You conquered the mental world, you conquered the emotional, the spiritual, and the physical world. You're like, everything's gonna be okay. Well, the physical world is catching up to all the work you've done, and it's 44 upright. So that means that all 4 elements you're mastering, so you're a master builder, and you will manifest everything. So the moment you're not in that master builder, your thoughts become a bit weird. Your feelings are a bit weird. That's darkness. That's the pull from the energies around you that are witnessing your you leaving the hell, the old world, and stepping into heaven. The gates of heaven are opening for you, and they sense it. Because you're focused. You're not focused on what they're saying. They're talking shit about your sculpture, but look, you're building a beautiful sculpture. He's not looking over here. Let them talk. They're the ones getting older and losing their hairs and not doing anything different. Or old mentalities. They don't. And you're young, spirited, going up. You're very cooperative with people. You want to work, but it has to be positive, because one negative thought is going to convince you that you're not good at creating the sculpture, and the sculpture will not be beautiful because you're insecure now. You don't believe in your gifts. You can't see what, like, the emotions that are negative and not stabilizing. You can't, like, the clouded offers of emotions, like, no, I don't feel good about whatever you're throwing at me right now. You can't look at it because your grass here. Your grass is supposed to be green, and their grass is not green. So it's like, they want you to feel like this. Because they know your grass is going to be green. All the cards are falling on the floor. They really, oh, look at that. They don't want you to know. These arrogant people that are mentally trapped, they're like, ah, fuck that. I don't want them to get whatever that is. They want you to feel like this. Like, I can't do it alone. Like, I have no support. Like, yes, you can. Take charge of your life. Don't let them do it for you. If you want to drink, go get it. Don't let them pour it on you. Don't let your fears destroy you. I'm hearing NF. Remember this. Yeah, they say when they grow up, you'll understand when you're older. Guess I'm still a kid. I don't know if I'll ever let go of this. Say goodbye to the old me. We ain't friends anymore, you don't know me. I know I could die any moment. If I do, just remember this. If it hands out, create lazy people I'm not impressed with. You want something in life, then why don't you go and get it? Actions speak louder than words, though it's pretty quiet, isn't it? Look out the world we live defined by common sections. Surround yourself with people that challenge how you think, not people that nod their head and act like they agree. Those people will cut you open just to watch you bleed. Always be yourself, not the person that you pretend to be. So because you're stepping out of ordinary behavior and you're being yourself, it feels like they're not allowing you to be that. But you're not impressed by that behavior anymore because you're not even curious about it. So the attacks are stronger now. Stronger than ever. So you have to take charge, and like, if you make me feel like this, you're out. If you bring me any type of thoughts that are not making me better, I can't participate anymore. You're taking charge and control of your life because you know that you can't sabotage your entrance to heaven. Like, God is like, but you're sinning, you're participating, so you're not allowed in, and they know that. So it's like, if I participate, God is not going to let me in heaven. So then my sculpture looks ugly because I believe these people, like, oh yeah, like, maybe you're right, it's not that nice, and then you don't make a nice sculpture. And then the end, right? Like, no, don't let them kill your dreams, your manifestations, your positive work here. The past wants to come back now. Page of Wands in reverse, your faith. 3 of Wands in reverse. It's like your ships. These faithless people, because they don't have a good connection and they're in the bushfires here. These faithless people will not receive their ships, right? Their ships will not come. So that's why they're angry. So whoever this is, right? It could be past relationships, love connections, friendships, lovers, whoever, family. You know who they are. It doesn't matter who they are. It's people from the past that you used to share things with. But now it's like, okay, but 6. Is it harmonious or not? Better be harmony or nothing at all. I can't sabotage my status. The Emperor, stubborn people. stubborn people are blocking the new cycle. 21. You're about to reach like completion. Like, you're divinely protected. All you can trust right now is nature, to be honest. Like, the rest, you're way, like Rapunzel, right? Like, maybe 1% and a chameleon you can trust, right? Like, even that. Like, Flynn wasn't so trustable at the beginning. Eugene, or whatever his name was. But you're gonna reach victory. They're not gonna win with you, these ill thoughts, but you definitely have to take charge, control, and not look at any, like, don't be curious, don't look right the hairs in the face, don't look at anything that's dark behavior. You'll know, your intuition tells you, it's the bushfires, everything's chaos there, drama, nonsense. Like, you don't entertain that. God doesn't let me. Even if I wanted to, he doesn't let me. Not at the status that you've reached. It's like you're so close to coming out of the cocoon, now you want to behave like how you did before you entered the cocoon. Like, no, you can't go back to that. You're crazy. So again, this 3 of Pentacles, and this has been the energy like almost all week. Like, it's like you can't really trust any advice on whatever you're doing from nobody. Like, you have inner guidance from angelic realms here. You have the source, the nectar from another dimension to keep going, the energy, the creativity. You're something else, and you have to honor your, it's all in the darkness. You won't, the magnetic here, it's like the moon, your magnetism. So whatever you'll attract depends on the work you're doing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It has nothing to do with people. Connections in reverse here. It's like, no, you can't connect right now because you're about to become something else. So it's like, they don't fit. So that's why my dreams, it's like, people's like, hey, no, we can be a relationship. Like, what? Like, no. Like, you were like, no. You don't feel nothing for them. You're like, what do you mean now? Like, no. Like, you're a page. I'm a king of swords. Like, what do you mean? So now they're like, fuck, like, they're not on my level. I'm acting like this, they're like this. So they feel like a threat here. So they're like, let me bring them back to page status. Page, right? You're like, I'm not going to be the page. Forget it. I have my ships to receive in the new season. So I got to focus on me, right? The card that's pointing on me. Positive only. Thank you. And peace. Meditate and be confident. Yeah. The tower is happening, so the truth is revealed. Like, who's doing this to you? And you're like, fuck, man, not them. Like, really, God? Like, I don't know, them could be behaving like that. But yeah, you will get disappointed by people, stubborn people, the Emperor in reverse, right? That don't honor their intuition. They honor their ego, and they play games. And they do the same things they've been doing for a long time. They haven't changed. Like, I'm sure, like, this person I dreamt about, I'm sure he's doing the same thing he was doing 3 years ago. 4 years, how long? 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago, right? So imagine, I meet them today, and I'm sure they're still exactly where they used to live, doing the same job, doing the same things, like, behaving the same way, the same friends, like, nothing has changed. And you here, you're learning every day, trying new things, becoming better at your projects, your craft, your bit, whatever you're doing for yourself. Yep, something entered your house here, your home. Something wasn't allowed there, and they made you self-reflect again. Something from the past sent you this spirit, but now it's blocked out of your house. So now you just have to self-reflect. Look at yourself only. Look, it's showing you a mirror. Focus. It's showing you a mirror. Like, this spirit guide or whatever it is, it might have been dark, but it showed you a mirror about, like, you need to solidify whatever you believe in, because people are trying to destroy your tower, your foundation. So it's like, if they find a weak spot to your tower, like, they will definitely destroy it. They want you out. Right? Look, the butterfly, they want to pin you down. It's like, even if they get their wings, they can't fly. It's like, no, you already ascended. You already have your wings. It's just a matter of the season for people to notice you. So now they're like, nobody can notice them because they know you ascended already. So now, look, they're pinning you down because you're about to receive the Wheel of Fortune. So now it's like, no, make them feel sad, make them feel lonely so they don't use their wings. Like, what? No, I'll use my wings. Don't let them do that to you, okay? So, yeah, they're gonna try to come back, but look how small they are compared to you. Now it's like, fuck, I don't know how to approach them. I fucked up, right? So they don't have to move forward or go back. But here's judgment. They didn't pass. Like, they didn't pass the test. You gave them the key and they played games with it. And now it's like, okay, but I changed the locks. Like, that key, fuck, I won't do anything. 20. You blossom. You're on two different levels here. Seriously. Here, they're still, like, not sure about their direction. Do I go here? Do I go there? Because here, this Venom, like, you never know what direction he's walking. And you're like, I care about you, but I don't feel like we're the same type of people anymore. Like, you need someone that's your size, right? Like, how would you make love to this? Like, it's just, no. Like, look, that's the size of your vagina. Like, yeah, you won't feel anything. Like, no, you don't fit together. But they miss you. Because you're the only thing they met that's vibrating. The rest is the same, scared, annoying, lack of connection. It's all on the floor, honestly. I'm cut up. Yeah, you're about to wake up. Yeah, wake up. Don't fall asleep on your dreams and justice. Well, because you're connected to the angelic realm, they're gonna fight those battles for you. You just focus on you staying peaceful, confident, positive. You're keep learning, keep growing, and all will be well. You're gonna feel free. The rest, it's a spiritual war. Leave it to your spirits. You have to stay in a good energy so they have energy to fight those battles for you. If not, the lower energy wins. It outgrows the good energy. You have to, for your spirit guides to work, you have a shield of protection anyways. Like, they can't get to you, but for your spirit guides to be more powerful, you have to have the energy, and then they will take from that positive energy, amplify it, and attack the low vibrational energy. But if you're low vibrational, you feel insecure that one moment, well, your spirit guides are weaker. They don't have the energies to fight the energies of those that are attacking you. It's like, we need more happy, like, we need more peace, we need more excitement, we need more creativity. Like, they need that to beat the lower world. Okay? So don't let them win. Okay. Doors. 1111. Amazing. This card keeps coming out. This is the lower world. Oh, shit. I didn't know this card was here. Oh, shit. Give me a second. Begin here. Begin here. Do not fear. What travel brings, my dear, the moment is yours. Begin now, here. So forget the past, right? God is like, don't fuck the past. We're done with that. You're stepping into a new cycle. Nothing from the past belongs. Fuck it. You cleaned up. You did the shadow work. This is where you were, and you're like, fuck, I'm an angel in hell. And now look, it's the same space. Look how bright it is. This is you, and this is them. So you don't fit anymore. So this is heaven versus hell for sure. And you need to stay joyous, like that cleanliness. Sand through the hourglass. I told you the timer thing. Yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever. In the bliss of the heart's will. So you're about to reach bliss. So this is like, no, stay here with us. Because you used to clean up their messes. Your energy used to like make the space feel better. But no, you're about 1111. You're about to make all your wishes come true. 1111. Numbers and doubles. Synchronicity and 2. Don't hold back. Your love now. Life is meant for you. So that's it. You have to shut the door though. You can't like stay in the in-between. I feel like this is the in-between. Like, this is what's going on. 1111, you made a wish and you're about to receive it, but you're in the in-between. So it's like, you can't bring anything from here. This space has to be as clean as possible. So it's like, you have to shut the door to this. Shut it. You leave it open. They enter. Like, they enter. So it's like, you have to shut it off completely. If not, they can enter now. And they know that you feel like this. So it's like, no, I like that energy here, but you don't belong here. So shut the door. It's enough. Yeah, there's a lock. Put a lock on it. The past, it's like, okay, done. That was in the past. That's so crazy. This looks so white. So pure. You used to be very toxic though. And you're in the in-between. Like, you're doing the work, so don't get distracted. Don't relapse. You don't want to be here. This is your soul. The windows to your soul. So your soul used to be this, so you attracted people in this world. But now you're about to attract people in this world, hummingbirds, that recharge every day. So you have to shut the door, put a lock on it, and go, thank you for the lessons. That's it. And this world, it's like a whole new world, because begin here. It's a new beginning. You have to say goodbye, like a distant kiss. A prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here through sunlight and rain. I need you near. That's them. That's them. Now they're like, no, I still love you. Fuck, but you can love me over there, but I can't enter that world anymore. Don't entertain it, nothing. You can't. You leave the door open, so the entities will attack you, and you won't receive your wishes. The 1111. This is a strict journey. It's like, you know what you deserve. You did the work, but the sacrifices that come to receive this, it's immense, immense. You have to sacrifice everything that I used to know.
Look, guys, this is what the song says. I'm so high I can hear heaven. I'm so high I can't hear heaven. Whoa, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not going to stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. I told you were a butterfly, and I told you heaven was so near. You're entering the gates of heaven. This is amazing. Perfect song. But they're watching. They're watching. God is watching.
And they say that a hero can save. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. Yeah, they need a hero. You're their hero. And they're like, I can save you. You don't need saving. They need saving. Like, look, this is you. So they're like, I'll save you. I'll protect you from what? There's nothing that you need to protect me from. All is bliss. All is blissful. Okay? Look. They're like, I'll save you from what? Like, honestly. Okay. But what does that song say? And they say that a hero can save. I'm not gonna stay here and wait. I'll hold on to the way to here. Watching us all fly away. Something like that. Like, no, nobody. Exactly. I was on the fucking boat. The float boat. Like, that floaty. It's like, I couldn't save them. I was gonna drown with them. So it's like, fuck it. To each their own. I gotta save myself. Like, it's sad. It's almost like you wanted to take them with you, but it's like, God is like, nah, they don't get to enter. They can't enter this world. They can't. They didn't do the work. So you're like, you sure I can't take this person? I swear they're not going to do anything. You sure? They're not going to do anything? That person that lives in there, they walk here, they're going to leave all their nasty prints on the floor. Like, no, they're going to dirty a clean world. You can't. So you're like, not even like that person. No, that's where they live. That's their soul. That's what they're allowing in their soul. So God is like, you have to put a lock on it. No, if not, they're going to attack you. The spiritual attacks will enter because you didn't put a lock. Sorry. But people here sound like really great. I'm just saying, you're about to meet them. You're like, oh, you look interesting and angelic. You know, oh, you look interesting and angelic. Oh, look. So it's a battle, darkness versus light. But it has nothing to do with like loving, hating people. Like, no, you're on your journey and you have to reach your own, you have to leave the hellfires. That's the whole journey. It's like, okay, I know it wasn't easy. And when they do it too, they will enter at some point if they want to. It's a choice. It's like, oh, you're clean now? Yay! Like, we can finally be friends in a clean world. Like, it's not fair that they want you to be friends with them here. Like, you see heaven on the floor. It's like, no, stay here with us. Are you sure I'm going to miss out on that, like, really clean, nice smelling place? Like, I'm fine. Just because I love you. That's not love. They wouldn't let that. They're like, no, go. That's love. You deserve it. You did the work. Hopefully I'll do it too and meet you there. That's it. It has nothing to do with, like, I'm better than you or not because you came from that world. Like, no, I just left it. I was fed up of being a caterpillar. Butterfly sounded more interesting. So that was your reading. Hope you're going to be okay. Bless the space, right? Don't forget to chip sage daily. Your connection's intact. Begin here. Fuck it. Don't go back. Like... Today, now. The rest, done. Doesn't exist. Illusions. To drag you back to hell. Like, no. I closed that door. Fuck that. So if you want a private reading with me, I changed the whole thing. I put on Facebook my WhatsApp. You can text me like, hi, I would like to book a private reading with you. Give me 24 hours. We'll decide on a time, Eastern time, Canada. And I'll receive visions for you. We can do the video call right there on WhatsApp. You have to send me $20, $25 before your reading, 24 hours before to reserve. so I could schedule you in so you don't cancel. It's non-refundable because people that don't leave deposits, they cancel and they don't care about my time. So me, I block a whole hour for no reason. So because my time is valuable and precious, you have to leave a deposit of $25, 24 hours minimum before your scheduled reading. Then during your video call reading, we can use Zoom, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. We activate your chakras using a magic ritual. Then I receive your energy, I interpret your overall energy, do a general reading, and if you have more things that you need some clarifying for, usually they don't. I mention everything they needed to hear, but maybe you have one question and I'll ask the cards and we'll see. And that's how it goes. The whole exchange, people come back like weekly with me or monthly, or they don't come back, whatever serves you, to stay focused, you know, because this journey is pretty hard to find people that want to talk about it. You know, once you start the spiritual shit, if you want to be understood, you have to find people that are living it, right? Because if not, you're just, oh yeah, so you're better than me because you're spiritual. Not necessarily. It's a discipline, and it's really hard to do when others are making me feel like I'm the weird one, you know. So it's good to have a mentor on this journey, and I would be glad to be that. So after your reading, whatever it was worth to you, if you want to leave a tip, a donation, a contribution, whether monetary or not, it's up to you. It's to your discretion. You will know how much it was worth to you after the reading, how it felt to you. So I'm not going to use this gift for greed. I will definitely lead people to God's kingdom every day, as much as I can. It's truly a blessing to meet you all. So that's about it. So if you don't have Facebook to find my WhatsApp link, you could always email me and we'll figure out something from there. So strongfiretarot@gmail.com. Tell me I would like to book a private reading. Don't tell me absolutely nothing about your situation. A true psychic doesn't need information. They have a connection, right, to source. So that's about it, I think. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and spread positivity. I love you all, and be strong. Don't fear nothing. This is the full moon in Virgo. Cancers, take care, and whoever else was watching, I love you all. Bye.